Hey everybody, Shane here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Tricky Trials update for Minecraft, going for the Who Needs Rockets achievement. This is to jump 8 blocks or higher using a wind charge. In order to get a wind charge, we're going to need to get to a trial. So before we do that, we're going to need to hit up our local pillager outpost, and we're going to need to raid it. So make sure you get into the outpost, try to find the outpost leader, who's going to be the pillager, who's going to be carrying the banner on their back. Make sure you defeat him and then loot his dead body for the ominous bottle, and we're going to hold on to this until we can find a trial. Trials are going to be located underground, so make sure you get to mining. You should notice them. They're going to be a structure that's going to be a smaller version of a stronghold. They are going to be lined with copper blocks, so pretty distinguishable from far away. But once you get inside, you're going to need to drink from the ominous bottle. That's going to put the bad omen effect on you, and it's also going to start the trial. Basically, the trials are going to be these spawners that are going to spawn in waves of enemies for you to defeat. Now, the easiest way to find a wind charge is to make your way into the big trial room, which is always going to be the final room in a trial. It should be the room with the dispensers on the floor. The spawners here are going to spawn in this type of enemy called a breeze. You want to make sure you defeat the breeze. The breeze is going to have two different types of drops. It can drop either the wind charge itself, or it can also drop the breeze rods. Either should work for this achievement because you can break breeze rods into wind charges themselves, so make sure you just try to defeat one and then loot it for either item. Alternatively, you can also find wind charges as prizes from Ominous Vaults, so if you happen to find one on your way to the final trial room, do take advantage of that as well. We're only going to need one for this achievement, so make sure you do keep that in mind. Nonetheless, once you have either your wind charge or your breeze rods, make sure you return to the surface. If you happen to only have breeze rods, make sure you break that up into some wind charges. One breeze rod is going to convert into 4 wind charges, so just make sure you get a wind charge in your inventory either way, and then once you have one, you should be good for the next step, which is to use one to get you up 8 blocks or higher. Now, I am going to recommend that you grab some building materials, and you want to make sure you build yourself somewhat of a measuring post so you can gauge how high your jump is going to end up being. So get some dirt or cobblestone or something, and then build yourself a tower that's going to be 8 high, and you can build yourself a nice little chute so you can keep your jump straight as well. So once you have that structure in place, you're going to want to stand at the bottom. You want to make sure you are facing the ground, and while you're facing the ground, you're going to need to hit the throw and the jump button at the exact same time. So left trigger and A at the exact same time, and that should propel you up, and hopefully you get enough height clearance. Once you pull it off, you should be good for the achievement. There it is. This one's going to be 10 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.